Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Business Talk. I am your host, Tolo, the inimitable one, Motaung. It is another business episode that we are talking all things business. And this is where we have conversations with different entrepreneurs to actually learn about their journey in business and also to learn how they have been able to ensure that they run their businesses sustainably, because that is one of the challenges that particularly as South Africans we do have when it comes to running businesses. And we are recording from Dreamstream Studios, which is a hub of creatives. Dreamstream offers everything you need to create your own online channel, live stream to multiple platforms, and also enable hybrid live link apps, host studio-based streams, and also enjoy your video and on-demand services. So check them out on social media platforms. They are Dreamstream. So let's get on it. And today, our guest is a self-made millionaire, traditional healer, philanthropist, a wife, a mother, and a Real Housewives of Johannesburg reality star. Her name is Thobekile Mdlalose. Thokoza Gogo, welcome.
Thokoza. Oh my goodness, what a lovely intro.
It's all deserved, hey? It's all deserved. I think you have worked hard to get here and earn this.
I think because I'm still in the journey, I feel like the energy, because it's still there.
Yeah.
I feel as if, no, man, I still have a long way to go. But hearing it from you, I must say, I'm excited. I love it.
Incredible. And you know, when I was getting prepped for this interview, I actually realized you're such a multifaceted woman. And I wondered, like, she should be having a demanding life. I mean, there's these different aspects of her life. How do you cope with everything that you're doing?
My goodness. You know, sometimes I ask myself the same question. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know how I'm coping. I mean, sometimes it becomes so much, but because I'm doing something that I enjoy, I'm doing something that makes sense, and most importantly, because I'm helping people in the process. I think kumnandi.
Yeah.
I mean, having the ability to help people and make money whilst helping them, getting those testimonies, I think Mina, it's like, wow, it makes sense.
Yeah, and it's fulfilling because it's something that you love.
Definitely. Definitely.
That's incredible. Most people knew you from the Real Housewives of Joburg, right? What made you take that decision to say you want to be part of your reality TV, and how did that impact your life?
To be honest with you, I didn't want to partake in it.
Yeah.
I really, really didn't want to partake in it. My husband actually convinced me otherwise. He felt that there is a need for a character like me in the show. And he said to me, you know what, maybe it's about time people even knew about your spiritual gift.
Yeah.
Because initially, when I went on the show, I didn't even want to speak about the spiritual side because I had not really gone in depth and told people who I was. Me working as a traditional healer, it was something that was done through word of mouth.
Okay.
It was something that people would come because somebody got assistance and then told somebody, sort of a situation. Yeah. And also because of my other business now, which is helping people also, but now through immune boosters. I think my husband was like, you know what, this makes sense. This would be good for you, for your brand.
Yeah.
And also this would be good for people to be able to access who you are and what you are capable of. Yeah.
Yeah. And in general, you know, on hindsight, how would you say it has impacted your life? You know, negatively, positively? What would you say you took out of it?
Out of the experience, now I'm talking about the actual show, me being part and parcel of it, it was such mixed emotions because I met different types of people and I had never been in such an environment. I also didn't know that this is what I would expect, so this is what I would get. My perception of the show was meeting up with ladies where, we would be talking business, and we would be able to assist one another and, push. And then when I got there, it was like,
But different kind of environment.
It was like, it was hectic, I felt like now I couldn't really showcase, or perhaps I could not get the point across of who Thobekile really is, and what Thobekile can actually do, and the purpose of her actually being here. It was so overclouded, and the concept wasn't what I expected it to be. But not to take away the experience, because the experience was different. And the fact that out of it, although there was such negativity, when I say negativity, I mean me as a whole, because the things that I was going through, the emotions and everything that was surrounding me, Haibo, I was like, my goodness, was this even worth it? And funny enough, bathini idlozi liyakuthatha likufake for a reason. Wow, business-wise, my business went boom.
Sure.
First of all, I never planned to launch myself. The plan was, I'm going to launch my skincare, only to find out that I ended up launching my brand now, Ukokushuku. And the launch of my brand, Ukokushuku, actually started giving me like quadruple the returns of the skincare, and then obviously because you are building business, you are taking everything in, it's a lot, and now everything is like collaborating nicely. So in a nutshell, everything was worth it. Somehow situations and circumstances tend to take you and put you in a specific place, you thinking Uti, you are going to grasp a specific thing, or you're there for a specific purpose, only to find out Uti, no, man,
you're actually going to get more.
You're going to get more, and actually you're going to meet, because I've met amazing people out of this journey. The clients that I've met people. I was always a person that was conversing with people out of South Africa. So I've always been a SADC person.
Okay.
But I've never been a person, when I say international, I've never been a person who's in the US, I've never been abroad in that spectrum. However, right now, my goodness, it's crazy.
Wow.
I am extremely international. I can tell you that 65% of my clients are international clients.
Wow.
As I'm speaking to you, I am planning, some sort of a tour to go internationally wise. I've always been very big in Namibia. I'm very, very well known in Namibia, and the demand that side is crazy. It's always been the demand because of Easy Life, which is now my immune boosters. Funny enough, now tables have turned.
That's incredible. That's incredible. And we're going to chat more about that a bit later. To wrap up the reality TV stuff, you became very close with Lethabo, even after the show. Could that be that you both business-minded, that perhaps drew you together, or there's more to it than just being people that are into business together?
I think it's two things. Definitely us being business-minded. Nomi kanjani. It's a big tick. Our personalities also, they are very similar, we are very strong, but we are very soft. Funny enough, we cry. We even cry together.
That is interesting, because when somebody's observing from outside, Lethabo is like out there, and you are here. But there's still that balance that you're able to bring together.
I'm telling you, me and her, we've got very similar personalities. We are crazy. Sometimes we'd literally call each other, we'll be singing like, hey girl, what's up? We've got that
vibe.
like a serious vibe. We go together, we go on trips, we'll be singing in the car, it's that kind of a vibe. And funny enough, she doesn't drink alcohol. I drink. So she'll be like, hi, also Paline, I'm like, yeah, please. Then she'll be like, come now, I'll buy you what you drink. I'm like, yeah, let's go, So somehow we just make it work. I believe that we were aligned by the universe. I still believe in the universe aligning us. We have an amazing relationship. I love her to bits. And business-wise, both of us, we are pushing. She understands my business, my line of business. I understand hers. We respect each other. I said to her the other time, Lethabo, you are Lethabo. Mina, I'm Thobekile. Your market is your market. My market is my market. Yayizwa ukuthi idiphi kanjani. Don't ever be scared ukuthi uThobekile uthatha imarket yakho.
Yeah.
Also, mina ngisabi ukuthi you'll take my market. You can't take people.
True.
People are not stealable. People move where they want.
Yeah.
So your market is your market, my market is my market. That is why I'm not scared to support her.
That is so profound, because that is one of the things that I noted that are very outstanding. The length that you support each other in your businesses, right? To an extent that you'll use your platform to promote her stuff, and the same with her, without really holding back, which is something that is not really, I wouldn't say, for a lack of a better word, normal in our society, particularly when it comes to women, because there seem to be that tug of war of wanting to take the space.
What's nice is I'm teachable. Letabo's teachable.
Yeah.
I've got more experience when it comes to business, and she's got more experience when it comes to the glitz and glams of this life. So she's teaching me a lot when it comes to that, and I'm teaching her a lot when it comes to business.
Yeah.
Together, we are collaborating so nicely, and I think Uguti, together, we make such an amazing couple. Friendship-wise.
Definitely.
So when it comes to what you've just said, I've seen a lot of people being scared of supporting one another, thinking, you know what, I'll be uplifting this one, or what if I want to launch something like this, and then my clients, I won't be able to do X, Y, and Z. No, relax. If something is meant for you, it is yours.
Yeah.
But you need to get to a specific place where within you, amongst your heart, amongst your soul, you are content. You understand your purpose.
Yeah.
You understand ukuthi, as a person, ngizokwenzani la emhlabeni? What am I here to do in this world? Once you understand that, you'll know you are not in competition with anyone. You are here to do what you are supposed to do. Enjoy it whilst you are doing it. Meet people, assist where you can. Also get assistance and move forward. That's
Purpose.
100%.
Talking about purpose, I'd like to take you back to you discovering your gift.
Okay.
As isangoma. How did that come about? How did you then get to a point of accepting it and embracing it?
Funny enough, I've always been a different child. In the family, I've always been a different breed, if I should put it that way. First of all, funny enough, at home, we have a church, like we are church goers. My grandfather, umfundisi omkhulu.
Yeah.
He's very well known, in the community. He's umfundisi nje uphelele. And my grandmother, before she passed away, she was like umfundisi as well. So I grew up in a Christian environment. But growing up, I was a very sickly child.
Okay.
I was one of those kids that, would fall in school. I was one of those kids that had a lot of challenges when I was at school regarding illnesses that could not be accounted for, if I should put it that way. Also, I was one of those kids that started blossoming at a very young age. I was a child that would go and work and take care of the family. Wow. At the age of 13, 14. I was the child that made millions at a very, very young age. I was the child that held my mom down and held my brother down, When it comes to hustling, I started hustling at a very young age, selling popcorn in the bus. At standard 6 already, I was the one going to school, coming back from school, going to Spur, working as a waitress for more than 6 years, consistently, coming back home at 12 o'clock, doing my homework, sleeping at 2, waking up at 5, for a good consecutive 6 years. Yeah. In tertiary, I was once again that girl who worked at a retail store to make sure. So, ukusebenza has always been part and parcel of providing at home, has always been part and parcel of Thobekile, It's always in. So my things have always been very fast. Also, I took a role of providing at a very young age.
Being the pillar of the family.
Definitely. Let me not say pillars per se, because not that my mom wasn't showing up, and not that Umamkulu wasn't showing up, but I was able to contribute and become a person who is responsible at a very young age. You know, so I was that type of a person, ohlukile. And then I hit rock bottom when I was in my 21, when I was in my 20s, early 20s, where the calling was just there. And I had a stroke. I still have a scar right now. I could not walk, I could not speak. And I have to take the calling. My family did not agree with this.
Was it because they're church people?
Actually, the person who didn't agree the most was my grandfather.
Okay.
I think with him, he's very old school. And I think he had seen the dark side of Obunyanga and Obungoma. And he didn't want me to partake in that because I've always been the favorite at home. So he felt like he's protecting me, because there's a lot of things because I remember this one time where when I hit rock bottom and I had to stop everything, come back home. And my grandfather said, okay, sengikhiphe ikhwama zam. And I'm like, ikhwama zakhe, He took out like inyamazane, He took out izinto zokubhema like izesintu. And then he said, bhema la. I'm like, no, zine dust. They've been there for years, generational wise. And I'm like, hey, bo. And then he's like, yeah, so keep his into zamge. He knew all along. And then I got the blessings from home to say, you know what, we're going to support you throughout the journey. And they supported me throughout my journey. I mean, right now it is my 14th year. I've been practicing for a very long time. Nginendumba, eKhayekhulu, which is at home in Durban. Nginendumba, this side as well, in Joburg. It's just that I do things very differently, very modern, if I should put it that way. That's why I'll have people questioning, isangoma ngempela lo.
Yeah, I mean, you walked in and I'm like, all right, okay. Yeah.
So you will have people questioning that, and I understand because I don't know. To you, what does it mean?
To me, it's a special gift that somebody has.
Okay, and then wearing wise, what does it mean?
Wearing wise, currently, in the old way, one would expect that you'll be wearing your stuff,
the regalias,
the whole regalia, walking around. But as time went and revolved, and also I think because I also come from two parts of the family, where from my father's side, Amangoma, from my mother's side, it's church people. I grew up in both environments. So for me, it's easy to adjust, I think some of the things that I question, it will be, like I saw someone at an event who's a sangoma, and she was wearing something really, really short, right? And for me, is there has to be a level of respect when nabanye, especially abakhulu, in an African way of doing things.
I get you.
It's such things, but when you walk in like this, you could be going for a business meeting, you could be in a boardroom, you could be where, what matters is what you are able to do versus, how you are packaged when you come. Also, you go to different spaces. You want to be relevant in those spaces. For me to be comfortable, to come consult with you, when you're like this, I can relate more. But if you walked in with your regalia, I don't think I could have been as free as I am now to get to you.
It's funny you just said that, and I think one of the things that you've mentioned is, although you didn't mention it maybe in the way that I'm going to mention it, but you spoke about in business, like there are spaces where you need to look a specific type. What if in my business there are specific people that I need to respect? What if? It's 2024. Times are tough. Even besides 2024, abantu nje need to also understand that idlozi, your ancestors, asegazini. Asegazini.
Yeah.
If I'm wearing something to symbolize ubungoma bam, of which I am, by the way, this ubungoma bam, there are certain things that are in here that are mine.
So you see, I'm expecting this. I want to see this red, white, and whatever.
Izangoma, they are zihlukile, and your ancestors, they are different. There are specific ancestors that are really hardcore, that want you to specifically wear specific things, especially when you are in the journey. When I was in the journey, I was wearing my beads. I was wearing what I had to wear.
Yeah.
But now, ngiphothulile. Also, ancestors, who are they? Ancestors are your family. Ancestors, gogo no koko. That means that they have lived in the earth. That means that they have your blood. If you communicate with them and converse with them and explain to them your reasoning, they'll be able to hear you.
That's the lack of education for most people that unfortunately they're not exposed to really understand those dynamics, and I appreciate that you're putting it out there, because it brings context to why things are done differently, right? And which takes me to your products, because one of the things that for me were really outstanding is the packaging more than anything, how you packaging your products, right? Just take us through an overview of your products as isangoma, and why you decided to package them the way you package them.
I think before I speak about them, I just want to make a disclaimer, or to make everybody aware that it is important for a person to first find out as to why specific things are happening in order for them to get the best results, just like how you will go and consult your doctor for you to be able to get the best diagnosis and the best medication. Right? However, just like how in a pharmacy you are able to get self-medication.
True.
What I decided to do was have self-medication for people that cannot have access to me at that specific time, to keep going until they can have access to me. Others, you find that when they utilize them, they don't even need to access me anymore because it has worked. Because people's problems are different. Others are extremely bad. Others are moderate. Others have just started to begin, and specific things can be able to assist them. So what do I mean by that? I'm sure we all understand the fundamental importance of rough salt. Whether you're a believer or not, but we all know that, even if at home kids can't sleep at night, you'll find, they'll be like, tate rough salt and ukele, fuka, rough salt in the house so that kids will be able to sleep. So the concept comes from there. I've got something similar to you, but mine is different in the sense that my gift actually comes specifically from my mother's side. So within my mother's side, my grandpa, which is now my grandfather's dad, he's the one who was the traditional healer. And then my grandmother, my grandfather's mom, ukhokho, she was the one who was specifically umuntu wesonto. Right? So she was the churchgoer. She was umfundisi. But they were married.
Interesting.
Now, she didn't believe in this, the traditional part. He believed and respected, but was more of a traditional herbalist. Somehow they made it work because they were married, and kwaba until death do us part.
And here you are.
You understand? So mina ngangenwa ugogo, ngangenwa umkhulu. Both of them married. So now I had to incorporate both. I had to incorporate the traditional part, and I had to also incorporate the church part. I don't do anything without prayer at all. So it is my foundation. And then usawoti is very, very significant to me. I say that because usawoti has helped me a lot. Growing up, even till today, I am a believer of usawoti. But now, remember, I need to please both. And I also know the power of traditional herbs. So when it comes to my herbs, all of them, when you check them, Gashi, they have got iwasho, which is your connection powders. Also herbs. No sawoti.
All right.
But they are very fine. I wanted to make sure that I dignify ubunyanga. I wanted to make sure that when you package it or when you put it, wherever you are putting it, you are not scared ukuthi ngisebenzisa ama-aura salts. I didn't want the whole plastic or the whole newspaper. I wanted people to understand their Africanism. I wanted people to be proud of their ancestors. I wanted people to be proud of who they were. And I wanted them to connect and remember ukuthi at the end of the day, we are Africans. And this is what we know. Sikhule ngakho, you know? And I said to myself, Thobekile, where do you come from? You don't come from richness. I don't come from richness. But I've built, and I'm still not where I'm supposed to be. However, I want to make sure that when a person holds this pack, they don't associate themselves with poverty. I refuse to associate myself with poverty. Even whenever I'm going through a situation and a circumstance when it comes to business, I never associate myself with poverty. I say to myself, I will get through it. I will work through it. I will find a solution. So the packaging must say that as well. By the time you use it, you must believe that it will work because it says I will work.
Wow.
Do you understand?
That's quite profound. That's quite profound. Can you share with us then the products that you are packaging and that are available and how they can be accessed? Because also, you know, it's lovely to see this because one can travel with it anywhere, you know, whether you're going overseas or where you can easily like grab it, put it in the bag and travel with it without worrying that, you know, it will get torn or whatever the case may be.
Okay. I'll start with the aura salts. I've got a range of 4. There's this one specifically that I'm going to talk about, which is the removal of bad luck.
Okay.
Because all the other 3, they don't work if you don't use this one. Because most of the time a person will say, I want to attract money or I want my relationship to work. However, how does it work if you've got a bad aura, a bad energy? The question is, where do I get bad aura? Where do I get bad energy from? You get it from so many places. You know, you can be in an environment where you were watching a very bad movie and you saw a snake biting people, or perhaps you saw people killing each other. That energy, that aura, stays in your mind and you find yourself dreaming about it. The energy, the aura, can hurt you emotionally, physically.
Sure.
Number 2, you can go to an environment where you find there's been a person who has killed people, but they're wearing a nice suit. You don't know. They touch you. That energy stays with you. It's bad aura.
Wow.
Sometimes you might find that when you get into a room, because of who you are, because of the energy that you have, people just get there, they don't like you because you are too much. And already, by the time you have left, you've actually taken that bad aura. You need to remove it. So it's not always ubutagati. That is just bad energy or removal of bad luck, but sometimes it's energy that you pick up from certain individuals. And of course, we can't shy away from the fact that there is ubutagati, you know, there is voodoo out there. People sometimes go deliberately out there to make sure that they make your life so difficult for you not to be able to get where you are supposed to be. So I had to make sure that I create this for people. And one thing that is there is certain herbs that assist when you have people that have got spiritual animals. You know, you find people are sleeping with people in their dreams. People are eating in their dreams. People are dreaming of themselves going back to school. Why would you dream of yourself going back to school? You need to go move forward. Dream of yourself buying a Ferrari. Dream of yourself, building the school, not going back to school.
Yeah.
So the reason I came up with this one specifically was there has to be a foundation. But what I wanted also people to understand that this is a lifestyle. You cannot expect just to utilize this and say, it's done.
Yeah.
No. People will not stop hating you. People will not stop.
That is a fact.
People will not stop doing what they want to do.
Especially if there's progress in your life.
The more you become successful, the more enemies you have. If you don't have enemies, you have not reached where you are supposed to be, unfortunately. So this one is always the foundation. And then this one is my favorite one.
Okay.
Spirituality. The reason why this is very, very important to me, because sometimes as an individual, even me, I have anxiety. Sometimes you have so many questions, it gets so much, where you find, like, what do I do? When you've got to those questions, or you feel like you need to connect with your ancestors and get those answers, you want to connect with God, you want to get into that zone, these are the ones to utilize.
Okay.
To say, Yazin, where am I? Where am I right now? Ngiyakuphi? Talk to me, Gogo, Mkulu. Come to me, tell me, where must I go?
Yeah.
These are the ones. Because the mistake we do is we start businesses, but we don't tell the right people. We tell people that we think we should trust. The reason why they don't manifest is because we are telling those people who go behind our backs and suppress them, instead of telling, Gogo nomkhulu bethu, who will be able to hinder them from doing bad from us. So these you utilize to tell them things like that. I'm starting a new business. You know what? I'm thinking of buying a new car. Please make sure that by the time I get to the dealer, things go well.
Yeah.
I'm about to go to an interview. Please make sure that I am seen in a specific way. It's your starting point to asking things. These are very powerful.
Okay.
And then I've got for women, I had to do.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
And I'm also working for one for men as well. For women, I know a lot of people, when I did this, they thought, for women, no, you are doing voodoo for men. No, a woman needs to outshine. Because when we're in a room, first of all, statistics, there are too many women.
Yeah.
Siyalwa. That's why when we're in a room or when we're in an environment, women start fighting with each other. So it's important for you to outshine from the rest. I had to make sure that you understand as a woman your self-belief. You can understand who you are, but if you don't have the thing, things will just go past. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's friendship, whether it's business, whether it's a work environment, as a woman, in order for you to get there, you need to be different. In order for you to make sure that when you are seen, you become extraordinary, you need to do extraordinary things and stop being ordinary. That's why I designed this for them.
Amazing.
And then I have money attraction, of course.
Aha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, when I did this, a lot of people are like, that means we are takata. What are you doing? What is money attraction all about? How do you attract money? No. You've got to attract money. You're in a business. You've got competition. When you've got competition, of course, I'm not saying when you've got competition, you don't have to go out there and market your business. Yeah. You must do it. Mm-hmm. You still need to go on the ground and push your business. But sometimes you find that you're pushing your business, you are doing everything, but there's just that thing where people will just say, I'm going to buy, and they don't do it. Now, what we are doing here, we are saying we are attracting that money. When you utilize them, you bath with money as well.
Okay.
Fagi mali, and you're saying, Mali, come to me. Angthandeke, angezeke, let me be elite.
Yeah.
I always say to all my members, I say, guys, we are the elite. We need to be elite.
Yeah.
And I had to create something like this for them and say, let's attract the money, So those are what we call the range that you cannot live without. It's your lifestyle sort of a range. And then I've got other goodies, you know. I say
more?
it's goodies.
There's
I've got things like, I call it the power bomb.
Okay.
This works amazingly well when you put it with your money attraction.
Okay.
So it speeds. Asheshisa.
Okay.
I need whatever it is.
We're moving.
Asheshisa.
Yeah.
So basically, also it's connection powders,
Okay.
but in a ball format. So in a fizz ball format. So that's what I've done. I've put in all these connection powders for those people also who say, you know what, because all of my aura salts, all of them have got a iwasho, which is connection powders. Also, they all have herbs.
Okay.
This is the only product that I have that is only iswasho.
Okay.
So I've catered for clients that say, I don't want umuti.
Yeah.
I don't believe in umuti.
Yeah.
But iswasho, I believe in it. I just want connection powders.
Okay.
So this is the reason why I had to introduce this product. It can also be bought alone.
Now you actually cementing what you said, that you cater for both.
100%.
Because I know with my grandfather, I always say, Tolo, you can't do this. So there would be certain stuff that are done that he would exclude me from them because he'd say, no,
100%.
Yeah. So
you need to respect that part as well, you see?
Yeah.
So I also felt, Uguti, I cannot seclude my grandmother. This is what she wanted. It's her product.
Yeah.
Let me give it to her. And I know out there are people also, abakuling e wash. Let them have it, you know? And then I have for home.
Okay.
To take away those evil spirits also at home. Because sometimes you find there are people that are a couple, or there are people that have kids, and the home is just cold. The reason for that can be so many reasons. Sometimes people that you bring into your home don't really love you the way they say they love you. People can come into your home and destroy you in many ways. They can come and just, or their energy and their aura. Sometimes in your home, somebody, once again, who has done certain things that don't go with your energy and your ancestors can be left in your home and cause havoc.
Okay.
Sometimes so many things can happen in your home that you are not aware of, spirits that are laying around. Sometimes people move into homes and don't even cleanse them, but expect to be protected.
Interesting stuff.
So I had to create also for home.
Yeah.
You know, I always say, try to make sure every once a week or twice a week, or especially if there were people in your home, not because you don't trust them, but because you love your family enough to protect them.
It.
And then I have the controversial one, upepeta. Upepeta basically meaning ask what you want and then get it.
Oh.
So this herb, my grandfather told me about it when I was sleeping and said, abantu bamele bapepete. They must call out what they want.
Yeah.
But upepeta doesn't work if unesinyama, if you've got bad luck.
Oh.
So you've got to cleanse yourself. It works nicely if you utilize money attraction. Then upepete into ifunayo.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you've got to fast track what you need so that things can go your direction.
Yeah.
Ever wondered why sometimes you're like, you know what, I've almost got this business, or I've almost got it. It's just the three of us. And then all of a sudden,
Gone.
no, sorry, it has been awarded to. Oh, sorry, it has been. Oh, sorry, it has been given.
I'm fitting the profile.
You know, I'm perfect. I'm the perfect candidate. Oh, sorry, we regret to inform you. Oh, sorry, we could not. Because out there, people are doing the extraordinary to become extraordinary. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. I've got
you've got another one.
Yeah, I've got for her as well, just for something that is a very well-known yoni herbs.
Okay.
But mine are a little bit different. It's also to protect women. As I said before, the ratio between men and women is quite big. So that's why you find that's why you find there's a lot of cheating out there. And remember, there's now a tug of war. He's mine. No, he's mine. And you find that women sometimes, instead of fighting with the man, they end up fighting with each other. And sometimes it's spiritual, the way that they fight with each other. So I decided to take it a notch higher and have a protective mechanism for women, so that should perhaps your spouse or your partner be doing things and maybe this would be affecting you out there, then you know what you when you are protected. Because out there women are going through the most, it's just that women, they can't talk. Women are going through the most. You find that they will sleep with their partners and then they are watery, or sometimes they will sleep with their partners and then all of a sudden they are dry. So many things, because spiritual things have been done to them. So this is a protective mechanism and also a removal to make sure that bona as women, they are protected.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So to wrap up this, we're running out of time. To wrap up this, before we get to the other wellness stuff, generally there's a certain smell of imiti and when they're around. But here, I'm smelling none of that. What has been the magic that has been done here? Because I can smell that if I bath with any of this, I'll walk out and nobody will suspect anything because I'll be smelling lavender and stuff.
If there's one thing that I refused to ridicule was ubunyanga and my craft. So I always make sure when it comes to that part, I don't want people to feel exactly like that. So I've made sure that ayikho leso smell. I've made sure that it is not ridiculed. I wanted to make sure that even if you live in a shack or whether you live in an estate, it's balanced. Everybody should be able to be proud of this product and should be able to utilize it and say, wow, Yazin, I feel good and anginabubu ubumuthi. But umutu khona.
Sure, incredible. So let's go through the wellness products also that you have. We basically have 10 minutes, so if you can tata us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll start with these two, which are my main products. I call them the mother and son.
Okay.
Or the mother and daughter. Okay. I don't want to say the mother and the husband because they break up.
Okay.
I don't want to say that. So the reason for this is because this is Jiang Jiling. These Chinese products. There's a product, or let me say, I just want to give or school people and say, just go out there and Google the word Ganoderma. So that they can understand how powerful this mushroom is. So it's in a form of Ganoderma. It's in a liquid form. And then what it actually does in the body is it goes out there and repairs your damaged organs. Also, it repairs your damaged white and red blood cells. What stem cell does, because it's plant-based, you find that it injects those stem cells that are no longer there in the body because they have worn and they have torn. So you find that most of the time when you are sick, when you are HIV positive, for example, you have got other illnesses, opportunistic illnesses that come and actually cause problems. You find that now you've got gonorrhea, you have got meningitis. Sometimes you've now got cancer because now the immune system has weakened. So what these two products do, remember the stem cell comes and injects those stem cells that you need. Whilst this one is repairing those, that's why the immune system, you find that it will start repairing itself automatically and you start being stronger as an individual. Now, that's very important because when the immune system is strong, that means that it's very difficult for a person to now start having these opportunistic illnesses coming through in the body. So I call them our main products. These are our top main products. And then my ultimate favorite,
the water.
I mean, I always say hydrate with luxury. Hydrate with the best, if I should put it that way. This has been a baby that, wow, we've worked quite a long time coming up with this amazing product. And we all knew to know, as individuals, we need to hydrate, but we just didn't understand what does it mean to hydrate and with what type of water. We would see, white people going in the malls with still water and be like, hey, bo, bamoshimali. Don't we have tap water out there, And then you started understanding, no, there's a process called osmosis, reverse osmosis, where we clean the water. Because now the tap water that we drink, there's a lot of, there's a lot of things. Because that water, it's not that the water is not being cleaned, but now the pipes that it goes through.
And the time it takes to get to you. Yeah.
By the time it gets to you, remember your doctor has now said to you, make sure that you drink 8 glasses of water. But they don't tell you what type of water. They don't tell you what type of water. So when it comes to our alkaline water, which is pH 10 plus, when we say pH, it means that it's got higher vitamins, more antioxidants that are needed for the body.
Okay.
So it will remove all the toxins. That's why when you consume it, you find that you go to the bathroom and take out all those toxins. And then those people who suffer from gastric problems, acid, this is your product to utilize. And specifically those people who drink alcohol, you need to remove.
You do.
So you need to balance the two. So I always say people need to drink alkaline water mixed with plum juice, because now plum juice is also a product that removes toxins.
Okay.
Initially, when it was brought to the company, it was brought because what it does is it removes all those toxins in the body. When you drink it, you can even see when you go to the toilet icon. I'm cleaning up now. But because it's plum, now if you go and really check what plum does, especially for the woman, there's a very nice sexual benefit.
Okay.
So it ended up being a top seller for us.
Interesting.
In our company. Because now when the women started consuming it, they found, I'm feeling a bit,
but you see, that's the incredible thing about being an entrepreneur, because you solve problems that people have. You bring stuff that solve their problems.
100%. Yeah. And it's a pity, there's another product that we have, which is called umpesu. Yamadoda as well. We needed to solve that problem because a lot of people are suffering from, diabetes. You find they can't perform. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me today because it's out of stock. That's how much it's been bought. That's how much in demand it is. And because it's rich in antioxidants, the reason why people can't perform, men are going through the most in their minds. You find that, when it's time to perform at night, the challenges that they have when it comes to the financial pressure. They can't do what they are supposed to do when it comes to the bedroom. That's when the cheating starts. That's when the disrespect comes. So we had to introduce a product like that to say, let's help the men to be able to be stronger, to be able to perform, But let's do that for the men and also do that for the women, because the women have been hurt so much that now they don't even have feelings anymore. Let's bring back the tingly feeling. And if mommy and daddy are happy, they are able to make the kids happy, and then the whole family is happy, as you've just said.
Incredible.
And then to wrap it up, I've got Ganoderma coffee as well. I still say people should go and search the word Ganoderma so they can understand. A very powerful product as well. When it comes to many chronic illnesses that it has, one of the nice thing that when you consume the two, whether you've got any chronic illnesses, especially multiple chronic illnesses, it assists with that.
Okay.
I always say people, do not stop your chronic medication no matter what. We have so many testimonies of people saying, I had this specific chronic illness, now I don't have it. It's working well together with your chronic medication and these, because these are supplements.
So don't stop.
Don't stop.
Thank you for that.
No,
Thank you
stop.
for that, because we've seen people losing their lives because they're told, if you use this water, then you won't have HIV, then you won't have cancer, then you won't have high blood pressure.
No. The reason why now your CD4 count has now increased. Your viral load has decreased. It's because you are supplementing.
Supplements.
And it's because you are consuming your pills. That is why you are feeling good. That is why now you are stronger. Your immune system is strong because you are giving your body vitamins, minerals. You are giving your body antioxidants. Don't stop your medication. Drink it concurrently. Be stronger so that you can live longer. It's important, You need to clean the inside. However, you've got to clean the outside.
Yeah.
How do you sell this if you don't look the part? You've got to look the part.
That's the package.
So I had to introduce the skincare. It's going very well. My baby is now about a year and a half. And it's selling very, very well. All of them are natural products.
Okay.
I believe in natural. Everything is natural. There's nothing here that is not natural. Everything is natural. And when you utilize them, what I like about it is the feeling. You feeling good. When you feel good, you perform good. When you feel good, you get out there and you be like, yeah. That's the same thing when you utilize these products as well. Because now, how do you go and perform and work if when as an individual you don't feel good?
Yeah, definitely. You won't do the best you need to.
No, you won't. You've got to feel good. It starts with, I'm a bad right? Clean that. Consume all of these to make sure that your supplements are doing what they are supposed to be doing, cleaning yourself, look good, package iphelele.
Done.
The whole supply chain, it's there.
Thobekile, thank you so much for bringing us solutions, really. And I think what is most interesting is that you basically bring both sides that complement each other. So if people want your products, how do they access them?
If people want my products, they can contact 063-220-3174. They can follow me on Instagram, Thobekile_Mdlalose, on Facebook as well, Thobekile Mdlalose. And also, I had a website. And then after I had a website, people started wanting more of consultations first before utilizing it, and then I stopped it.
Okay.
Now I've revamped it nicely. It's coming back.
Okay.
www.thobekilemdlalose.com. So I can't wait for that to be available as well. But in the meantime, they can communicate via our WhatsApp line. They can also call. They can also get them in our offices. So they can visit us in our Sandton office in Woodmead, number 145 Western Service Road in Woodmead. Or they can go to our Johannesburg office, which is corner Ilov Street. It is the first floor, 144, 85. I almost forgot the address. But they can always get us there. If they just go on Google and say Easy Life, so without an A, Easy Life, they will be able to find our website because we are actually very much global. So you'll find us in Namibia, you'll find us everywhere. You'll find us in Polokwane, you will find us in Durban. You can go to our website, which is Easy Life Global, and you will be able to get all these amazing products on all these wonderful supplements there. And you'll be able to also get them at stock price. All right.
Thank you so much for making time to come and talk to us and really educate us as well. It's been beyond this. You've really educated us. And Abasekaya, Nkulunkulu, they should protect you and keep you going, because obviously we have a gift through you. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me as well. You having me today has meant so much to me. I appreciate this platform. Any platform to converse with people and school them as much as I can is really God-given. I don't take this for granted. And may your channel grow.
Thank you. Thank you. That is Thobekile Mdlalose, and you can check her out on Instagram, Thobekile_Mdlalose. And also, you've heard that the website is coming very soon, thobekilemdlalose.com. Do check out and see which of the products will work for you. And of course, she is consulting as well, so you can check all of that on the website. Until the next one, do leave your comments, do send your comments. We are at Opulence Radio on all social media platforms. Otherwise, you can send us an email, info@opulenceradio.africa. And thank you for watching.